Hi everyone, Grace Bwogi once again from Bwogi Farms from Rakai district in Uganda. If you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and do not forget to click on that bell to notify you when we have our new video loading. I'm a happy goat farmer, very happy. I'm earning out of goats. The question today is, why did Grace decide to keep goats or to farm goats? Why didn't I keep pigs? Why didn't I farm cows? Why didn't I farm ducks? But why goats? This is our topic of discussion today. Prior to starting my goat farm, I considered the fact that I didn't have enough land by the time I started, much as my father agreed to give me the piece of land later on, but with or without, I was ready to start. That even if I was renting a small piece of land somewhere in Kampala, I could keep my 5 goats somewhere, either behind the house or in front of the house. Goats can easily be kept on a small piece of land without any hassle. When you start keeping goats, goats can be kept and at the same time, they are easy to feed. They feed on anything you avail to them, anything you avail to them. A goat can adapt to anything. For us here in Uganda, we have people who feed their goats on mpombo. Mpombo, leftover food like matoke, rice, cassava. They will eat anything as long as you help them adapt to that. You are consistent with what you are feeding them on. When you are feeding those goats, for example, you are feeding your matoke, the goats will eat the matoke, the goats will eat the banana peels, the goats will eat the paspalam on your neighbor's compound. Simply talk to your neighbor, can I have that paspalam? Can I cut that grass for you? And I keep it for my goats. So all you have to do is dry it a little bit and then keep it for your goats to eat. So paspalam can feed. That is how easy a goat can be fed anywhere in Uganda or in Africa. In Uganda here, we have road reserves. I don't know how big they are, but they are quite sizable. And these road reserves, anywhere in Uganda, they have lots and lots of grass. You are on a small piece of land, you don't have what to feed your goats. Go on these road reserves, cut the grass, cut the leaves there, bring them home, wilt them a little bit. You are simply feeding your goats at a low cost at any given time. An adult goat will feed between 3 to 5 kilos. Starting a goat farm does not require a lot of capital, especially if you do your research well, you do your homework well, to avoid those funny mistakes farmers make when they are just starting. Low capital means that using locally available materials. Some of you have been to my goat farm. You have seen I used the locally available materials, and the only things I bought here were the iron sheets. But the rest, the poles, the grass, everything was found at the farm. So you can use little capital to start your goat farm any day, as long as you have a long-term plan for your project as a goat farmer. Did you know that goat meat or goats are readily consumed anywhere all over the world, irrespective of age, irrespective of religion, irrespective of ethnic tribe, anything? They are consumed by anybody any day. And the good thing when you keep that goat, everything you get out of it can easily be sold for money. For example, when you keep goats, that money will be helpful in your garden. The skin of that goat will be sold. Some farmers sell the horns and the hooves of their goats to earn money. Surprisingly, when I just started farming in my district, there used to be particular individuals who used to come to look for a particular pattern or a particular color of goats, particular size, with no any defect for their traditional rituals. I mean kusamira, abategedde muntegedde, right? So these would earn me some good money because by the time they come to my farm, They have looked everywhere else and they have failed to get this kind of goat. So they always come to me. So anytime a goat will earn you money and it is easily consumed or bought by anybody. Goats will sell any day, any time, as long as you are keeping good quality goats. I've not heard of a farmer who has told me that I failed to sell my goats. You know, they are small in size. They are manageable. That any person who is happy can easily buy a goat and you earn money out of it. So goats are easily sold anytime, any day. There is always readily available market. For example, let's compare it this way in simpler terms. You have 5 goats and the other person has 1 cow. And you want those 5 goats, you want to earn 1 million, and the other person is selling the same cow at 1 million. When you start selling, you may be able to sell your 3 goats already before this person even gets somebody to negotiate for the cow. So they are easily sold. Even if a few people who want to eat meat that day, they can easily afford 1 goat, unlike if they are to buy a cow, because it's quite expensive. Are you aware that most of the goats we keep in Africa, they are hardy goats? When we are talking about goats being hardy, let's put it this way. Assuming at one given time, you failed to feed your goat on time, and you don't have any feeds, or maybe you are away and your workers have failed to feed the goats and maybe they have run away. When the workers run away, are you aware that your goat can stay without food for the next 4 days without dying? I'm not saying that do not feed your goats because you want this to happen. No. Majorly, goats are ruminants. They chew on cud. They have a reserve of food in their stomachs, which they keep chewing on for the next 4 days till their death. I'm not saying you try this out. It may cause losses on your farm, or because every day you spend without feeding a goat, it means it's losing kilos. It is losing a kilo. It's losing a kilo. And when it loses a kilo, it means you're also making a loss as a farmer. In the rainy season, especially our local goats, the Mubende goats. When I was growing up, I used to see my grandparents keep the goats under trees. They would tether them and keep them on the rope, and they would only feed them on matoke and maybe a few other leaves. And these goats would not fall sick, they would keep around. So this is how hardy a goat can be. Remember, if these goats are exposed to better conditions, they will give you better quality, they will give you more money. So I'm not asking you to keep your goats to harsher conditions, because I've told you they are hardy goats. But if the bad times come, they survive. If you are still asking why I decided to go into goat farming, the goats are multi-purpose. They provide the meat, they provide the skin, they provide the hooves. I'm selling manure right now. It's a dry season in my place, and I'm selling lots and lots of manure. Goats will earn you money in whatever product. A bag, 100 kilos of goat's manure, I'm selling it 10,000, because where I am, we have quite a number of farmers, especially coffee farmers, matoke farmers, and tomato farmers. They need this goat's manure. Why do they need the goat's manure? It is documented that goat's manure, when used in our crops, it lasts longer compared to any manure from any other animals kept on the farm. Compare it to cow dung. A person will run for goat's manure before they go for cow dung, because it lasts longer in the soil before you put in more manure. Actually, when you put goat's manure in your garden, it usually takes you 3 to 4 years without adding more manure, especially for perennial crops like coffee and matoke. So are you still wondering why I'm into goat farming? One of the reasons that pushed me into matoke and coffee farming is because I have readily available manure from goats to put in my garden. I have healthy plants. I have a very good looking banana plantation. I'm venturing into coffee farming because I'm having manure. On a weekly basis, I collect at least 25 bags from manure alone, which I put in my plantation. In the event that I cannot consume all the manure at the farm, I usually sell it off to other farmers near our farm or far away from our farm. I usually sell an elf. An elf, I usually sell it 100,000. Or if I'm to sell a bag of manure, it goes for 10,000 Uganda shillings. So as a farmer watching me, who wouldn't want to make money from manure? I'm already earning money from goat's manure. Yes, also you can earn from it. I've made money from goat farming and I'm still making money out of goat farming. What is stopping you from joining goat farming? What is stopping you from venturing into goat farming? Goat farming is the business for you. Are you new to our channel? Please do not forget to subscribe and also click that bell. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.